Welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing a Q&A. I posted on my story to ask a couple questions for this road to 0.0 and wanted to just answer your guys' questions about golf, life, kind of anything. We got a lot of good questions. I picked about 8 to 10 and this is just going to be, answering your guys' questions, getting to know me a little bit more, but we're going to hit it off. Okay, so first question, main swing thought. So I've preached this quite a lot. I don't like to, have a lot of thoughts over the ball. I like to kind of just get up and hit it. I'm a pretty fast golfer. I don't take long over the ball. And really, if I'm working on something and I have a swing, thing that I need to fix, like take it more outside or make sure you turn those hips. Like that's kind of my main swing thought. But I'll tell you guys, whenever I step up to the ball, my main thing that I think about is hit the ball 85%. And the way that I can achieve this kind of swing thought is I just always think that I have too much club in my hands. So, if I'm hitting an 8, I'll pretend that I have a 7. So it'll incentivize me to swing a little bit smoother. And you guys don't understand how much of a difference that makes. It just smooths up your tempo. A lot of the time, at least for me, is my hands get quick, so I rush down to the ball in transition. And, that kind of results in my hook. And me just thinking tempo and swinging smooth allows, my arms and hips to be a little bit more in unison and helps me swing smoother. So my literal only swing thought is kind of just tempo and swing 85%. And I think if a lot more people incorporated just clubbing up and swinging smooth, you will hit the ball so much better. I guarantee that one. What's your process for self-teaching, filming, what you look for in playback, drills? So obviously, I was a big self-taught golfer, and I can't stress enough, get yourself a tripod and record yourself at the range. It is crazy, and every time I record my friends when I'm playing with them, they're like, "That my swing doesn't look like that." I'm like, "Yeah, it does," because literally what it feels like looks so different. It's crazy when you're actually looking at your swing. Like me personally, I have a pretty shortish backswing, but it doesn't feel short, right? It feels like a normal backswing, but when you look at it on camera, you don't realize how short it is. And that's kind of how I just went through it regarding me being self-taught is I would look at my swing, I'd be like, wow, I'm really not rotating. I feel like I'm rotating, but I'm not actually. So let's work on rotation. Wow, my swing is very inside and flat. I'm taking it too far inside. Doesn't feel like it, but recording your swing is really, really, really going to help you dial that in, especially if you go to the range often. Get a tripod, put your camera down, because what feels is going to look different. And that was the biggest thing for me getting down to, at least a 2 is I would just record myself and I'd find, little things that I was like, wow, that looks kind of off. Let's work on, standing taller with the ball. Let's get higher hands. So I really do think that, recording yourself and watching it back is a huge boost to getting your handicap down. Do you find you play better when you play with good golfers? So this is a pretty good question. I never really thought about it because I love to just play with either my dad and his friends who are a little bit older and kind of those mid, like 8 to 15 handicaps, but they're so much fun to play with. And then I play with my friends on the weekends and they range from, a 4 handicap all the way up to like 25. And it is pretty different. I don't get to play a lot with really good golfers. But honestly, I don't see a difference, to be honest. I love playing with my friends and, messing around and, helping them with their swing and kind of just, going with the flow. I'm a very relaxed golfer on the course. And I feel like if I play with really good golfers, I could take my game up a little bit, but I feel like it's way more serious, which I don't like. I mean, you can have a healthy balance of both of them, but I love having fun on the course. I don't like getting grumpy. I don't like taking it so serious. And I feel like if I would surround myself, in like a tournament setting with like all scratch golfers, I feel like it'd be way too serious and take the fun out of golf. So, I love playing with my dad and his friends. We play Wolf, we play 2v2, and same with my friends. We'll play Bingo, Bango, Bongo. So you get everyone involved, or we'll do Wolf, 2v2. Though that's the kind of golf that I like where, you can give shots. Everyone's kind of off an equal playing field. But it's a good question. And I think that there's no right or wrong answer. I just play more with, worse golfers, so I'm kind of used to that. Would you ever change your grip? So if you've been following me a while on Insta or TikTok or even YouTube, you guys know that I probably have one of the stronger golf grips that the game of golf has ever seen. And just for full transparency, this never happened because I was slicing and I tried to, change my grip. Literally when I started when I was like 10 or 11, I think this is just how I picked up the club. And I guess over time it got progressively stronger. And it was never me just kind of getting stronger grip for the sake of, playing more of a draw or stopping the slice. It was just like the way that I hold the club. And if I hold the club a normal way or, just weaken that grip, it's going to slice on me. It just feels so unnatural. And this is obviously the biggest thing on my account and kind of the most troll comments I get. But I don't think I'm going to change my grip. We're already at a 2-2 and we're going to get to a 0-0. And I kind of want to prove the people wrong. Like I want to get to a scratch by having this grip and swinging your swing. I'm a big believer of that. And, if I was like a 10 handicap and hooking every shot, sure, I would probably go through a grip change. But I have the mechanics and everything in my swing kind of works with my grip. And I've talked to coaches about it. And literally for me to change my grip would take a year of going to the range every day to get to even hit the ball straight. So I don't want to go through that. I'm not trying to go pro. I'm just trying to be a weekend golfer, a good weekend golfer. But I'm not going to change my grip. I like the whole idea of swinging your swing. Everyone's swing is different. Everyone's grip is different. If it works, it works. All right, you guys, I hope you are enjoying some of these questions. Please, please, please hit the subscribe button below. It means a lot, means the world. We are going to be getting to 0.0. I want to do it with you guys. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and you won't miss a video. Let's get back to the questions. All right, next question. What is the best way to eliminate one side of the golf course? So this is kind of a hack that a lot of people have said before, but let's start with off the tee, right? So let's say that there's danger, right? There's water, right? And fairway is left. What I like to do is on the tee box, I'm going to tee this ball up on the right. I'm going to tee it up far on the right of the tee box, which is going to subconsciously make me hit it left, right? I might end up in the left rough, but if you're trying to eliminate a side of the golf course, go tee it up on that side. Like if you tee it up on the left, all you're going to be looking at is that water. You're going to be looking at that. But if you're on the right side of the tee box, subconsciously you're going to want to hit away from the dangers. If there's out of bounds or water on the left, tee it up on that left side. It's going to force you to hit a fade or aim towards that right side. You may not hit the fairway, you might hit the right or the left side of the fairway, but if you're trying to eliminate danger, that is a very, very good way to eliminate it, at least off the tee. Read somewhere you were self-taught. Will you consider getting lessons to get to the 0.0? So yeah, I have been kind of self-taught ever since COVID. I would go to the range every day, record my swing, and kind of just tweaked my swing. I never have worked with a coach. I had one lesson in which I posted a little bit of it from Indian Wells Golf Resort with Jordan. But I am considering going to get a coach to this because I think like I need to work on a little bit on the mechanics and the technicals and actually have a coach dive in. He's obviously not going to change my grip, but he's going to change, maybe takeaway or, lengthening the swing, stuff like that. So I think I am going to be looking for a coach and, recording those lessons and taking you guys through those kind of lessons. And especially with putting and short game, even though that's the kind of strong suit, you can always improve putting and chipping. That's why even these pros are legit spending 6 to 7 hours on the greens, working with the coach, dialing in their stroke. So I do think I'm going to try find a coach and work on, because getting to 0.0 is going to be tough. Like people are like, oh, you're a 2.2, you're going to get to a 0.0. But I feel like getting from that 2 to a 0 is the hardest part. Like I got to start posting 72, 73, 74s under par rounds, which I don't do on a normal basis. Like I shoot under par maybe 1 every 10, 12 times. And it's very tough to post a good 18 score, at least for me, because I start to lose concentration, which will be really big for me coming up. But I think I'm going to get a coach. All right, we'll lighten it up a little bit with this one. Would you rather have a clean scorecard, all pars, or 9 birdies with 9 bogeys? That is kind of a tough one. Obviously, the 9 birdies and 9 bogeys would be way more of a roller coaster of a round. And I feel like I would just get irritated with myself where like boring golf is just better golf. Like doing all pars would just be better. I feel like I'd rather shoot even par and have literally all pars just because that just means it's consistent and, if a couple more putts drop, you'll shoot under par. But I think I'd rather save myself the headache and have 18 pars than 9 birdies and 9 bogeys. All right, this one's a little bit more about my personal life, but do you have a girlfriend? Yes, I do. So long story short, I am 25 years old and I've been dating my girlfriend for 6 years, and I keep it kind of, personal. I don't really share stuff about it just because I just don't want to, kind of get that all on social media. But we met at USC. We both went to USC, and we started dating sophomore year. And we have our little dog, Charlie. We live together. But yeah, we've been dating for 6 years. It is a long time. But that is my love life situation. 6 years is a long time. But we are 25. Well, she's 26. She's 6 months older than me. But we met at USC. It was a fun time. We started dating sophomore year in college, and we got through college together. We got through COVID together, and now we're living together. So we're working through that. But yeah, have a girlfriend, 6 years, and that's that. Okay, next question is practice focus / structure, key drills in your plan. So the main thing for me getting to the 0.0 is going to be dialing in my analytics. So now whenever I play, I'm going to be keeping track of fairway and regulation, green and regulation, putts, and probably scramble percentage. So I know exactly what to work on. So that once I finish a round, if my fairway and regulations is below 50%, I'm going to be going to the range, working on driver, 3-wood, hybrid, kind of stuff off the tee. If my green and regulation is very low, which it really is, I'm going to be dialing in my irons. And then if putting's bad, I'm going to be doing drills and figuring out why I'm doing so bad putting wise. So that's going to kind of be my structure, is dialing in what's not working and going to the range, doing drills, working on clubs that I did bad before so I can dial it in. I don't want to just go to the range and hit 100 balls. I want to zone in on one specific thing, and that's going to come down from the analytics that I keep track of. But yeah, those are some good questions. I wanted to start this, series, this Road to 0-0 with some Q&As, get to know me a little bit better, answer some of your questions. Once again, thank you guys for the questions. Thank you for watching. Please, please, please hit that subscribe button. It means a lot. And hit that bell so you don't miss any of these videos.